What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. It's another Saturday. It's another stretch session. Let me straighten out this camera, otherwise it's going to drive me insane. Hope you guys are doing well. The weekend's treating you well. And as you can see, I'll get to that in a second here. Oh, that's not good. Keep that there. Got my sweat towel here. Because I know I'm gonna get sweaty. So, as you guys can see, the title of today's workout is, or today's stretch is how to stretch while we're injured. So I'm gonna go through a couple stretches today because I am actually a little injured. I ended up popping my knee a couple times a couple days ago. Funny enough, on my first day off from doing live videos and live coaching and all that stuff like that. So today we're gonna stretch out. And I'm going to try to avoid hurting my knee and some of the things that we could do while we do the stretches. All right, so let us start on the ground here. Okay, you'll see that I'm going to first of all move a little bit slower, just so that I don't pull or push down on anything. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, I'm going to have my hands to the side. And I'm just going to slowly just turn my body to the right and to the left. And you'll see that I've done this move many times before, but my range of motion's usually a lot more. But today, I'm just going to take it nice and easy. This is actually the first time I'm moving around since I hurt my knee on Thursday. So I'm not even quite sure what I'm capable of yet. So it's kind of like part of it when you're injured. It's a great time to kind of reassess your body, and because you're injured, other things are going to take over to help you keep moving around here. Okay, so I'm just getting my hips nice and loose. I would usually do like the S position for those that usually do my class. All right, but today we'll work here. Okay, so from here, okay, I'm going to work on my back. Okay, and I'm going to have my hands to the side, and I just want to start to get my stomach going. I want to start to get my lower back going, and I'm going to drive my knees up, okay, up to 90 or a little bit past 90, but I want to keep my butt and my heel on the floor. And I'm going to slowly drop my feet down to the floor. But when I do this, I want to make sure that my abs are very, 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 very tight, okay, super tight. So hands down to the floor, down to the side. Okay, we're going to make our abs very tight. You see my voice is already changing because of it. And I'm going to drive my knees up high. My abs are still very tight here. You might see that I'm shaking just a little bit. My toes are curled into me. And we're doing a nice slow drop. But even as I'm dropping, my stomach is also very tight. Okay, the only time I'm going to loosen up is when my feet touch down on the floor. Okay, so we'll try two more. So abs are very tight, 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 tight. Curl those toes in. Super, super tight. I'm going to hold here for a sec. And abs are very tight as they drop. Okay, this is where most people will just kind of just let their body go, but not us. We're going to keep our stomach nice and tight here, slowly dropping to the floor. Okay, here we can kind of loosen up, ease some of that tension away. And then we'll try one more time. Okay, abs very tight before you take off. Knees are driving in. Drive, drive, drive. And I'm going to slowly drop. Abs are very tight to the floor. Drop down. And touch my feet down to the floor here. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to extend myself. Okay, nice and straight. Okay, and I'm going to have my hands over. And funny enough, this position is the most uncomfortable for me right now. Okay, straighten on my legs. So I'm going to take it easy. If you guys can extend nice and big with each breath, go for it. Okay, so we take a nice big deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to get as long as we can here. Okay, I'm trying to connect my feet to the doors that are below me. I'm trying to connect my hands that are to the wall over here. And if you guys are somewhat my age, in your mid 30s, Gumby. We're trying to be like Gumby here. Okay, so nice big deep breath in. And I'm going to exhale and get longer. Okay, and I'm going to do one more big deep breath in. And I'm going to exhale, getting as long as I can. Okay, I'm going to hold here for 3, 2, 1. And I'm just going to let go, do a nice slow drop here. Okay, from here, I'm just going to rock my body up. Okay, so I'm sitting. Okay, I'm going to, again, keep my legs straight. And even though it makes me, slightly feel uncomfortable, okay, particularly on my left side, yeah, I'm going to still kind of just push the range of motion just a little bit, okay, but not to the point where like I feel any like terrible pain, right? So I'm going to curl my toes to me. Okay, I'm going to see right now like how far I can reach my toes without having to do too much. So my feet are right together, my toes are curled up, and I'm trying to reach my toes just to give myself a good measurement of where I am. Okay, my starting point, anyways. Okay, so this is as far as I can reach. I can't even touch my toes just yet. I feel like a nice pull in my calves, a nice pull in the back of my legs, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a bounce here. Okay, so I'm gonna bounce to try to reach my toes. Okay, and each time I'm trying to exhale. And while we're stretching, if you guys have questions, hit me up in the chat. Love to kind of see what some of your questions are. Maybe there's some stretches you want to work, or you have some workout related questions. I'll answer that at the end of our stretch. So if you think of something, go for it. Hopefully nothing leg related. But if it is, I'm cool with that. I'm pretty sure I could show a couple things. All right, we'll do another 4, 3, 2, and we'll do one more, and 1. Okay, and from here I'm gonna slow drop, okay, to my back, and then I'm gonna really like test the strength of my leg, test the strength of my knee, and if it's not working, then I'm gonna bail on it here. Okay, so we're gonna bridge up nice and high. We're gonna bridge as high as we can. Okay, so that we feel a nice little pull in our back. Okay, once you have bridged as high as you can, okay, what I like to do is I could just put my hands just underneath my back and just give it like just a little extra like little push here. Okay, and what I find is then it just signals my brain, signals my hips that I can get up a little bit higher, and then I'm just going to slowly just let go of my hands. Okay, they'll come down to the side here. Okay, and we're just going to do a nice little hold here. So far my knee is holding up just fine. Hopefully you guys are holding up just fine as well. Okay, so we should be going up so high that we feel a nice little pull. Okay, nice little pull in our butt here, nice little pull in our back. I'm driving my heels into the floor. Okay, very important that our knees are not trying to connect to each other. Okay, so it's very common that as we bridge up high, that our knees come towards each other and they meet in the center, or they try to. Okay, but we're gonna try to keep our knees nice and open. Okay, we're still holding. Okay, and if you want to give yourself a little bit of a check, I'm gonna put my hands underneath my butt again and my back, and I'm just gonna again push myself up, see if I can get an extra millimeter, an extra inch up a little bit higher. Okay, I'm just gonna hold here for 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm gonna hold here for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna do a nice slow, just very steady drop here to the floor. Okay, nice and slow. Okay, not rushing it here. Okay, and once my back touches down to the floor, I'm gonna lift my feet up in the air. Okay, my hands are gonna be in the air here. Okay, and again, I'm gonna work another core movement here, another little bit of a stretch. I'm gonna work what's called the dead bug, and I'm gonna keep my tummy again nice and tight. Okay, and slowly extending. Okay, my right arm, my left leg. Okay, slowly bringing it back, and then again extending it all the way out to the side again, up and down. Okay, tummy's very tight. Okay, so let's go. Let's start moving if you haven't already. Okay, most important cue of the day here. Okay, for this move, abs are very tight, ultra tight. Do not let go for any reason. Okay, and then the second one is that our hands and our feet move at the same time. Okay? Try to work that coordination if you're going slow enough that you can do this. And the third, that our limbs extend, okay, and are as straight as possible. So my leg is as straight as possible. My arm is as straight as possible. Abs are very tight. Okay, everything's stopping and moving at the same time. We're going to go another 5 more seconds here. Okay, we're going to go 3, 2, let's do one more switch together. One more switch. Meet up at the center. Abs are still tight. As we slowly drop our feet to the floor, abs are still tight. Okay, very important. And then from here, okay, we're going to turn to our stomach. I'll turn to my stomach this way, so you guys can kind of see me here. Okay, I'm just going to do it on a little bit of an angle here. And now I'm just going to work my back. Okay, so how I'm going to work my back is I'm going to work little snow angels. Actually, this would be better. Okay, little snow angels. Okay, so snow angels, if you guys made them in the snow, you do this on your back, but we're going to do it on our front here. And I'm just going to pull myself up, and I'm just going to extend my arms back, okay, and then extend them forward. Okay, back to my side and forward. Okay, now if your lower back gets a little bit too tired, we can do this on the floor, extending back and extending forward. Okay, so let's try this here. Starting forward, if you can lift your chest off the floor, go for it. Nice big extension. Okay, starting with your arms super straight here. All right, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and let's go. Making those nice snow angels. When I have my hands to the side here, I'm trying to bring my shoulder blades together. And as my hands come out in front, I'm trying to extend my fingers as far forward as I can. Okay, we'll go another 5 more seconds. Okay, we'll go 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to drop my chest to the floor. Okay, so from here, I'm going to work the opposite. So I can kind of go into my little like sleep, go into my little bit of a sleep position. Okay, I can have my chin resting on my hands or my forehead resting on my hands. Okay, just for video purposes, I'm just going to have my hand up so you guys can hear me better. But I'm going to just try to lift, first of all, straighten up my legs. Okay, point my toes. Okay, I'm going to lift my thighs off the floor. And as soon as I lift my thighs off the floor, okay, I'm going to feel this little pull in my lower back here. Okay, and we're just going to hold here. Okay, it only works if you try to really straighten out your legs and lift your thighs off the floor. Okay, let's go. We'll try it 10 seconds at a time. We'll do 2 times here. Nice straight legs. Okay, we're going to hold 3, 2, 1. And we'll do a nice slow drop. Everything drops down here. Okay, let your lower back just relax. Okay, ready? Okay, so let's point those toes. Let's make those legs nice and straight. And we're going to pull our legs up. And so my feet aren't quite together, but they are pretty narrow, okay? Okay, trying to get my thighs as high off the floor as I can, even if it's only like just a little bit of your thigh. Right? Just kind of use that as a mental image of how high you want to try to get your legs up. All right, we'll do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to do a nice slow drop right here. Okay, I'm going to pull up to my hands. Okay, my hands will come right beside my chest. I'm going to push up. Okay, I'm going to rest on my knees here. And so far, that feels pretty okay. And I'm going to do one little shoulder stretch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest my elbows on the floor. Okay, and I'm going to have my right elbow, okay, come right beside my right knee. Okay, this is what I want to do here. So I'm going to make a little karate chop motion that my hand is going to be right to the floor. And I'm going to slide my hand all the way forward until my arm is super straight. My hand is connected to the floor. And once my hand is nice, once I'm totally extended, I can't extend my arm anymore. I'm going to lift my arm up, okay, and try to get my bicep to reach my ear while keeping my arm nice and straight. And I'm going to slowly bring it back down, put it back into the slot, okay, and give myself a little bit of a rest. So we're going to do 2 together on each side. Okay, so let's make our little karate chop motion. Okay, it's on the floor. Elbow is tucked right next to my knee. And we're going to extend our arm as far forward as you can. Extend until there's no bend in that elbow. Hand is still on the floor. Extending. Okay, and now we're going to raise our hand up. Okay, but our body doesn't turn. Okay, so your body shouldn't be turning out to the side. Okay, and if that means that you can only go this high, this is as high as you're going to go. But if you can get higher and higher and higher, and I'm using my left hand to hold the base for me, and we're just going to hold here for a second. And I'm going to slowly bring my hand back down, put it back into the slot here. Okay, give my shoulder a little bit of an extra second to rest here, and I bet you the second time you get up a little bit higher. Okay, so make that karate chop motion. We're going to extend as far forward as you can. Okay, elbows nice and straight. Okay, and we're going to lift our hand off the floor, coming up nice and high. Extend, extend, extend. And we'll do a nice slow drop. And you may have found that your abs are already getting kind of a little bit tight when you do that, right? So we're going to work the other side. So I'm going to just place my right hand and right forearm on the floor so I can rest my body on here. So this way I don't feel inclined to turn. I'm going to do this one in the front here so you guys can see. See me? Yeah. Okay, so elbow right next to your knee. And I'm going to extend my hand as far forward as I can. Extending, okay? Hand is still on the floor, and we're going to lift up. And you can see my left arm does not go nearly as high as my right. So hold here for a second. Okay, I'm going to slowly bring it back down. Sliding it back. Okay, and we'll do one more. Okay, extending ourselves all the way forward. As far forward as you can. Okay, until you feel that little pull underneath your armpit. And then we're going to raise our arm as high as we can. You see that my body's shaking because it's like, oh, wait, I can't lift my arm anymore, any higher. And we're going to slowly bring that down. Putting it in the slot here. Okay, and before we finish up here today, we're actually going to just finish on our feet. Okay. Just change the camera here just real quick. See beads of sweat running down my face here. Okay, so from here, okay, we're just going to do a couple easy neck stretches just to get us going here. So I'm going to pull down on my head. Okay, my right hand is over, and I'm going to slowly push my neck down to the side. Okay, but before you do that, okay, there's a big difference between me doing this with my head forward and pulling down. You see my shoulders are down. Instead, I want to be nice and open up my shoulders, open up my body, have my head tilt back a little bit, and then I'll pull from here. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, you see my elbows all the way out to the side, pushing down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my head into my hand. And there's going to be like a little battle. Okay, not too hard, right? Just enough so that you feel a little bit of tension here. And we'll let go back to the center. And now we'll do the other side. So remember, shoulders back, hand over. You're almost tilting your head back. And we're pushing down as far down as we can. This side a little bit tighter for me. Okay, now I'm going to push my head into my hand so that there's a little bit of a battle happening. And I feel like a nice little tension here right on the side of my neck. Okay, I'm going to hold here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring myself up here. Okay, and now just a couple easy shoulder shrugs just to just feel loose. And you see my very exaggerated exhales. Yeah, I'm still looking forward. All the way back down. And just relax here. All right, so I'm going to clasp my hands together. We're going to take 3 big deep breaths together. Okay, we're going to breathe in nice and big. All the way back. And exhale. Second one, nice and big. Let's reach all the way to the ceiling, all the way to the sky. Coming back down. Exhale. Okay, and a third one over here. All the way up nice and high. Okay, back down. All right. Gang, that's an awesome job today. I got a good sweat going. Hopefully you guys did as well, and you feel pretty good for a Saturday morning, and you got the rest of your weekend to look forward to. Hit me up if you guys have any questions. I got some good, interesting questions through my inbox over the little bit. People want to know about shoes, about what kind of shoes to buy, and all the things like that. And it happens to be that I'm quite the expert with shoes. I worked for a large company for many years, teaching sales associates how to fit people in the shoes. So I'll be coming out with some info on that, about weight loss, about weight gain. So a lot of interesting stuff. So don't be shy. Hit me up. And who we got here? Ari Tech. What's going on? It gives a funny emoji. But thanks for everybody for sticking around. I appreciate that. And I'll be back next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hey, don't be shy. Stretch out with me, and we'll have a good time. Yeah, you too, Irie. Thank you very much, guys.